Let me show you how to use Formula Fix step by step. Step 1. Copy the FML sheet. After you open the downloaded Formula Fix file, you will see a sheet called FML. Now we need to move this sheet into your working file. So open the working file. This is the working file. In the Formula Fix file, right click on the FML sheet name. Click on Move or Copy. Select your target workbook. Tick the box Create a copy. Then click OK. Now the FML sheet is copied into your file. Do not copy paste the sheet manually. If you do that, the macro will not work. After copying the sheet, you can close the original file. Step 2 is to prepare your data. Now go to the sheet where your data is present. Make sure the data is in one continuous table. There should be no blank rows or columns inside the data. Also check the first column. It should have data from top to bottom with no blanks. This helps the system find the last row correctly. Step 3 is to mark the header row. Go to your header row in the first column and type HD. It can be a part of the word. The important thing is that HD should be part of the text. This helps the macro identify the header row. Important. You will not be able to write a formula in the first column, in the formula row. So if you really need to write a formula in this column, insert an additional column to the left with header like this, having text HD in it, and ensure that it is populated from top to bottom. Even a 1 will do. Step 4 is to add the formula row. Now go to any row above the table. In the first column, type FR. This is your formula row. You can place this row above the table or below the table. Do not place it between the header row and the last row of data. If you place it inside the table, the formulas will get overwritten with values in the very first run. If the formula row is outside the table, the formula logic gets preserved and you can run the macro multiple times, as many times as required. Now enter your formulas for each column in this row. Only write formulas in this row. Do not copy formulas in the table. The system will do that for you. Also, while writing formulas, always try to refer to columns on the left side. This is important because the system processes columns from left to right. So the left columns are calculated first. If your formula depends on a column on the right, it may not give the correct result. Now, one important thing to understand. Since the formula row is outside the table, the cells may show errors. This happens because there is no data in those cells to support the formula. This is completely fine. When the macro runs, the formulas are applied inside the table where the data is present, so the final output will not have these errors. Here are two simple hacks to make this easier. You can first write the formula inside the table where data is available. Once it works correctly for all the columns, copy that formula and paste it in the formula row. Hack 2. If you want the formula row to look clean, you can wrap your formula using an error handling function like if error. This will hide the error and keep the sheet neat. Step 5 is to add sequencing row, and this is optional. In another row, you can type SQR in the first column. Now you can control each column. If you type 1, then the formula runs with copy of the formulas and then pasting of values. Instead, if you type F, then the formulas are pasted but not overwritten with values. If you type T, only formats are pasted, and if you type C, it clears the column. It clears the data in the column. If you do not add this row, the system will still process all the columns normally as if they are marked with a 1 in the SQR row. Step 6 is to create a run button. Go to Insert, click on Shapes, pick any shape and draw it on the sheet. Now right click on the shape and click on Assign Macro. Select the formula fix macro from the list and click OK. You can edit the text in the shape and name it Run Formula Fix. Whenever you click this button, the macro will run. Step 7 is to run the macro. Now click the button. The system will start processing. It will work column by column from left to right. For each column, it takes the formula from the FR row, applies it to the full column, then converts the results into values. This makes your Excel file much faster. So the final result, once the macro finishes, your formulas are converted into values, your file becomes faster, your file size reduces, Excel becomes more stable. Now you can work smoothly even with large datasets. That's it. You're ready to use Formula Fix.